Hello, I'm ETarte, once a Catholic priest for 5 years in the 1960s, now an atheist, which means I do not find any credible evidence for the existence of any God. My former dialoguer, Catholic priest Father TJ, sends me by email audio files of some of his sermons. Recently, he sent me a 9-minute sermon that he gave to school children entitled, "Jesus Can Help You with Any of Your Difficulties." Below this video, I am posting the link to the entire sermon so that you can easily listen to it if you want to. I listened to all of it. I did not enjoy it. With great emotion, TJ dramatized the gospel event of Jesus curing a leper, and then told the impressionable young kids that Jesus can help them with any of their difficulties. I will now play a few short excerpts and then I will comment.
Did he say it like that? Did he go, "Jesus, please heal me"? This is how I envision him saying it. This is how I envision him saying it. "Jesus, I've been sick for so long, and I don't want to be sick. If you can help me, please help me." And what does Jesus do? Does Jesus look at him and say, "Ew, gross"? Is that what he did? No. What did he say? "I want you to be healed. I want you to be okay." So what happens?
I do will it.
I do will it. And he says to the man, "Be healed." Sometimes we come to Jesus with pain, with sorrow, with illness, with sadness, with sorrow in our hearts, and we say, "Jesus, we can't do it without you. Jesus, we need you." And is there anything in our life that our Lord will say to us, "You know what? I'm too busy for you right now. I got too much other stuff to do"? Is that what our Lord tells us?
No.
No, he tells us, "I love you. Of course I will it." So my friends, don't ever be afraid to be like the leper in today's gospel. Don't ever be afraid to come to him and say, "Dear Jesus." And you can even say it like he said in the gospel, "Dear Jesus, please help me." And if we say it like that from the bottom of our heart, if we say it with joy, if we say it with desire in our heart and say, "Jesus, I need nothing else in life but to be loved by you, to receive your healing, your mercy, your grace, your strength." And our Lord Jesus will never abandon us. He will never turn the other way and say, "Ooh, gross." He never says that.
The entire sermon is nonsense. Many biblical scholars do not find sufficient solid evidence that Jesus even existed. If he did exist, we have no reliable knowledge of what he said or did. But suppose the Bible is accurate. By Catholic teaching, Jesus is God. He is one with the biblical God the Father. Now, it is fine with the biblical God if we keep slaves, and we can beat them as long as we do not beat them to death. It follows that slavery is okay with Jesus. The biblical God drowned almost the entire human race. Jesus must share responsibility for that. Jesus must share responsibility for God his Father having commanded Abraham to kill his son Isaac, but then withdrawing the command at the last minute. Jesus must also share responsibility for creating and maintaining the ultimate and infinitely unjust eternal torture chamber, hell. Jesus said that he had come to bring not peace, but a sword. Jesus said that the world as we know it would end in the lifetimes of his contemporaries, an obvious falsehood. Jesus said that whatever you pray for with faith, you will receive, an obvious falsehood. Jesus threw a temper tantrum when a fig tree was not bearing fruit. Jesus said that we need to hate our family members in order to be a true follower of him. Jesus had his disciples steal a donkey for him. Jesus said that when you are attacked, you should turn the other cheek. Extremely bad advice. Is this the kind of person we should even want to help us with our difficulties? Some kid in the congregation should have confronted TJ. "How do you know there's a God, our God?" Even if Jesus existed here on this planet, how do you know he exists now in some place called heaven watching us? Until you give us solid evidence for these things, you have no business saying what you said in this sermon. I say, Jesus can help you with any of your difficulties? How ridiculous! Children starve daily with their parents praying to Jesus. He doesn't help them with the difficulty of starving to death. Jesus can't help you, kids. If you need help, seek it from your parents, or your teachers, or your friends, or someone else who can help you and whom you trust. Also, help yourself to the extent that you are able. TJ lives in a fantasy world. He apparently believes this nonsense, and he spends much time imparting it to others, including impressionable young children. What a waste! What a harmful waste! To all of you, thank you for watching this video.